Hello, I'm Avi. Welcome to Horizon Zero Dawn. We're still at Gaia Prime, but we will go down in a moment to get this vantage. Oh, I can do this while I'm talking, I guess. Drop. And, let's not have her fall down. Otherwise, I have a plan. I actually have a list in front of me. So, the vantage first, then the ancient armory to get the Shield Weaver. And there's also a flower. And there are actually 3 flowers still missing. They're all in the Nora territory. So we might get these. Oh, and we have one of the journals has been repaired. So, it's Elizabeth Sobek's journal. Just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control room remind me of Starship Bridges on those cheesy old sci-fi vids. Living spaces for alphas already completed. Prefab modules. Fingers crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. So the plan wasn't to not actually stay there. Okay. Spent last week at the Bryce site designing SZD project labs, drawing up protocols. The base we're repurposing was huge. Plenty of room for workspaces and resident blocks. The work crews already set up my office. Com lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to ensconce me as all-seeing presence. Opposite effect. Makes me feel watched on display. Tempted to paint it over. Harris recorded his presentation yesterday. Suitably bleak. Scheduled to record mine Friday. As soon as reception, lounge, holo theatres and first residence block at ZD site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing Pac Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be. Snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Going to catch a few hours sleep here, then fly back to the ZD side. Harris promised delivery of QB letters by noon. Huh? No idea what that is. Expect MK1 will take 2 weeks to machine, assemble and test. I aim to launch Gaia at 0.6 T grounding. Goodness. I have no idea what she's talking about. From there I'll spin her up past 1.0 T. Wonder how long it'll take to break the 1.38 T record. MIE can go hang. Sleep. No idea what she's talking about. Well. As I was saying, 3 flowers missing, but I know where they are. And we might get a chance actually to go to Rost's grave. And where am I going? And visit him, because we haven't done this yet, and Aloy has a lot to tell him. So, right, let's pay some attention to what we're doing here and get that vantage there. Stormbird hasn't returned. Good. Of course, if you outran this, then you have to fight it now if you want to get the vantage. But there's the first few times, actually, because I didn't want to fight the Stormbird. So it's somewhere over there. Sorry, Aloy, that you have to go through this icy water. it's dark. Let's find somewhere to climb. It's just seen it. There it is. Oh my god! Really, Aloy? Really? We made it! Yes! Let's get this first.
Should have brought a cart.
Yeah. Okay. A few traps we can't take. Let's see where we are.
Apocalypse Shitstorm Tour, Day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be?
That's what it looked like. So, let's see. The last one got the trophy. So, hi Ma. I was surprised when FAS sent me out here, and not just because the meeting was going to be held in real space. I was surprised to discover that anyone at FAS still knew I existed. When I returned to work after treatment, HR informed me I'd been reassigned to the Vantage project. It was exactly the professional death sentence I was expecting. The career equivalent of getting sent into a red zone without an environment suit. Everyone knew Vantage was one of those doomed projects FAS kept around solely for the purpose of assigning dead-enders to them, especially head cases like me, who couldn't be summarily fired for fear of parity litigation. Month by month, management would pile losers on a lost cause, then cancel the project and lay everyone off. A ship of fools sunk with a single torpedo. Ain't wrongful dismissal if it's downsizing. I had nothing better to do, so I spent my time studying the tech. Chip design wasn't my forte, but I knew enough to admire what the engineers had accomplished with the Eternity chip. Stored data was guaranteed to last 50,000 years or more without degradation. Well, as for Vantage itself, the project was little more than a failed marketing plan. The idea was to promote the tech by burying unlocked Eternity chips at scenic locales around the world. Public domain time capsules where enthusiasts could cache data-locked data. The project got as far as developing the spikes, portable drill applicators, to sink the chips, then stalled when Grasshackle encapsulates came on the market and stole Eternity's thunder. Anyway, I'd been at Vantage 3 weeks when FAS unexpectedly sent me out here for a real space meeting. Me, a dead-ender working a doomed project, dispatched to a high-security FAS R&D site inside King's Peak. It didn't make sense. Security put me in a small conference room and told me to wait. It was downright claustrophobic. Dim lights, bad ventilation, more like an interrogation room from one of those 90s cop vids. But what really got my attention was the noises coming through the walls, the non-stop bang and clatter of construction bots, building something deep in the mountain. Something big. The door opened and some doofs wearing FES badges file in. I recognized one of them, Brett Andak, a military division replications engineer I met when I first joined the company, but I don't think he recognized me. He stayed at the back of the room the whole time, looking distraught. Yeah, we met him. At least on audio. I was about to ask what the hell was going on when a woman wearing a hijab walked in. She didn't introduce herself, but she didn't have to. It was Samina Baji, former lead archivist of the Odyssey, architect of the entire Homer project. Not a global celebrity by any means, but if you grew up following the Odyssey project like I did, you knew her on sight. Ebadji sat down and started asking extremely precise questions about the upper range tolerances of Eternity chips. Then she asked me to speculate about the feasibility of various upgrade paths. The interview lasted maybe 10 minutes, whereupon she thanked me for my time, and left. Everyone else filed out after her. Security came for me a few minutes later and escorted me to my vert. The whole way back to FAS, I kept trying to figure what had just happened. What was Samina Ebadji doing at a classified Pharaoh R&D site, asking me questions about Eternity tech? It didn't add up. By the time I landed, I knew I wasn't going to give up until I'd puzzled it out. The worst that could happen was I'd get fired, and that was going to happen anyway. It took a couple days and some geo work, but I got a fix on Brett Andex soon enough. He was going to a different bar every night, drinking to the point of blacking out. I shadowed him until I managed to proxy his focus and dupe his net protocols. Sneaky. I didn't find anything strange in his financial records or media patterns. I was starting to think I'd wasted my time. Then I accessed his Dreambox account and found the journal he'd been keeping the past few weeks. It was all there. How the world would end. My first thought was, well, at least my ma didn't live to see this. My second thought was that nothing mattered anymore, which made it pretty obvious that I should kill myself. Which in the end, of course, he didn't do. Right. So, that was the end of that story. Now, where we have to go is somewhere over here. Wait, it might help to actually put this on. What map? So that is where we have to go, and there's also a flower in there, which means we can travel here. And we're here. Right. We have to go this way. And there's action. Well, there was action. Nope, still going on. I think there are bandits, yeah. They're always there. Right, let's just ignore them. And try to find the ancient armory, which we haven't been to at all. So what we need is a big hole in the ground. Which should be findable. Oh, there it is. Right.
Oh, I wonder what's down here.
Yeah. Let's find out. If I remember correctly, there's water down there. Let's see. Yes. Good. There is the flower. Let's pick it up. And mark
you're not
one.
ordinary.
Nope. Haven't read poetry for quite a while. When this pine sapling grew to flower, who'll be here? Yeah. Good question, you never know. So...
This isn't a cave. It's a ruin.
at this. The Shield Weaver. But we have to earn it. Is there anything this way? Absolutely nothing. Right.
A holographic interface. These devices are missing power cells. I'll have to find power cells to get these to work.
Well, I think Aloy, you have them all.
There, fits. I just need to slot in one more.
Let's put this one in.
That's two. It's some kind of code. Maybe there's a clue nearby.
There always is.
I think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time.
Yeah, well, you have a clear advantage when you're from Europe. So, that is up. That's 3 o'clock.
Maybe there's some more information nearby. Something that will tell me how this works.
Yeah, Aloy, we are on the case. Okay, that is 6 o'clock.
Looks like each dial has 4 positions. Maybe if I get each dial in the right position.
Yes. You have a somewhat split personality. That's 9 o'clock.
Did it. Now to check the door. Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Just need to install these power cells. That should do it.
Okay.
Only 2 more. Just 1 more.
And there's the... Nope. We should have all of them. Really? Honestly? Which am I missing? You gotta be kidding me. Didn't I get the one from the mountain? That might actually be the case. It has been a long time since I did this. So... Are you... Yeah. Looks like we have to get another one. Really? Can we fast travel out of here? Huh. So... That's where we have to go. Okay, so while I fast traveled to All Mother, I remembered that very obviously the one that is missing is the one from the cave we fell in when we were a child. We, meaning Aloy and I. Well, when Aloy was a child, that's where she got her focus, and that is where we have to pick up the last power cell, and also, by the way, the last flower. And that is down here.
This old place. I haven't been here in years.
Yeah,
Wonder what I can find.
yeah. And you were not meant to fall in. At least not this time. So, question is how often I will get lost. Because I remember I got lost the first time round. So... that'll be interesting. Aloy, move. Because there are some... oh boy. I don't know if I my way around this. There are some doors, or specifically one door, we can open now, which we couldn't open back then. And there we go. Right. Question is, where is all of this stuff? Oh, one! There's the flower. Again. Oh, shiny new. Oh, lance. So.
It's beautiful in its way.
Yeah. Light of the moon moves west. Flowers shadows creep eastward. Okay. Right. Oh, it's not the last one. There's one more. But almost. That's where we came from? No. That's where we have to go. So we have to keep an eye out for another one of these. We have to bash through. And I hope I haven't just gone backwards. Have I? No, there's a skeleton. That's not it, I think. Oh boy. I'd safely say that's been years. I think that's it.
That area back there. I wonder if I can find a way into it now that I'm older.
You just did. And there it is.
This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
Yeah, should have picked this up first. All good things. From Director Evans to all subject all good things. To all staff, I regret to inform you that our worst fears have been realized. The Wichita salient has collapsed and our position will be overrun in less than 24 hours. As I'm sure you understand, exfiltration transport is not available. If you wish to abandon the facility and try your luck on foot, you may do so. Lock 2 will unseal at 2100 hours and remain unsealed for 15 minutes. Godspeed. For those of us who'd rather not die on our feet, there will be a gathering in the community room at 2200 hours. Nurse Chana will make other means available. I want to underscore how proud I am of each and every person who served at this post. It is important to bear in mind that our sacrifices were not in vain. I hope that makes this a little easier. For months now, I've been signing off messages as Director Evans. But I suppose we can dispense with such formalities now. Respectfully, Alan. Ooh. They killed themselves. Right. Good heavens. You carry too much stuff.
Space.
Yes. So, let's try to find our way out again. Can we fast travel out? Probably not. Yes, we can. So let's do that. Right, we're back where we started.
There we go. The last one. All powered up. These numbers. They must be related to segments of a circle.
Yeah, obviously. So, 90 would be right. 270? Yeah, 270 would be left. 360 is up. 450 would be right again. And 630 left again.
Did it. Let's have a look at that armor inside.
Yeah.
Alright, now let's see what we can do with this material.
Well, that looks a lot like the one Elizabeth was wearing, which is, I'm afraid, it's not exactly what you will get. But let's read this first. Ultra Weave Trials. Okay. A long list of numbers. Results: ballistic test 91, shrapnel test 87, laser test 88, shield integrity 86, impact torso 51, impact arms 62, impact legs 43. Notes: Weave is not tightening properly on local impact tests. We need to optimize existing sensors or add more. Next trial. Note: sensor optimization successful, but torso protection still lagging. Recommended increase weave density. Third test. Notes: getting there on the weave density and detection components, but an integration error on the left knee tanked the impact test. Ouch. Subject isn't going to be able to walk that one off. Surgery required. So impact legs was 13. Yeah. Some more work, I think, was needed. There's another one. So from Major Guerrilla to General Aaron Harris. Subject: Ultra Weave Progress. General, you want it fast, cheap, and good. And that's what we're going to deliver. By using a flexible nanofiber weave instead of plating and enhancing protection with a 400 EV hard light micro projector, we've reduced our testing cycle from weeks to days, and I'm confident we can get the suit out by next month, with enough production to cover dozens of elite units, at least. Better yet, it will be half the weight, half the cost, and offer twice the mobility. All we need is the balance of our funding, a few more techs, and another experienced test subject. I know resources are stretched to the breaking point, but any more delays will jeopardize the schedule, so please advise ASAP. May God be with you and Jane in these dark times. Semper Fi, Major Garrow. Right, so yeah, they need a new test subject. Let's get this as well. Darn it. Can we do something about this? That is annoying. What's that? Vigilance. What's I'm supposed to do with that? Trampler. Also.
No room.
Health we don't need. Hopefully. Now let's get the Shield Weaver. Engine armory completed. Kill multiple enemies with a single blast. Oh, that's just, yeah. So... inventory. Boxes. It's a new one, and there it is. Treviant! Got the Shield Weaver outfit, yes! Oh wait. Let's just put it on for show. Yeah, we're missing the headpiece again. Well, I guess everybody has seen this by now. We might just want to get out of here so we can see this properly. And let's go up here. Can we fast travel? Yes.
To think he built all this alone. So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore.
No. So now magically we have the headset or the headpiece on. And well, that thing will protect you pretty well. Not quite as well as it used to in the beginning, because I was definitely overpowered. But yeah, powered it down somewhat. And haven't we done the other ones? These ones? Falls over on its own. Yes! She just shoved it over. Fairly sure we did these. And I'm also fairly sure we are missing one. At least. So the trophy will probably be not... Ooh. Maybe actually... And there's another one. Oh. Yeah, okay. Got rid of some aggression. Then let's find the last flower before we talk to Rost.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
No. Let's mark this so I actually know where to find it. Can you? Yes. Well, I think I started to talk about the Shield Weaver. Yes, it will protect you pretty well. However, it has no stealth whatsoever on it. Yeah. The tricky bit is actually finding this thing without leaving the area. And there we go. Are you on it? Yes. Hop off. And there it is. Not hopping across it. Please.
The old ones didn't leave these. They're new growth.
Yeah, all metal flowers found. Evening wind. Water laps. The heron's legs. Right. Okay. All poetry done. Actually, also all Banuk figures. And we haven't handed these in either, I think. I think we only handed in the cups. I have 8 skill points. Really? Okay. Fine. That's the only thing we can actually get. And we're missing one. Fine. Okay, almost all done. Yeah. Very nimble. So, okay. I think we have to climb our way back. Oh my god. Nice turn in mid-jump. Right. No! I thought I just killed her again. Although maybe with a Shield Weaver on, it's not quite as difficult. So we have to go back up. But wait, I'm sorry. Let's get this thing off. So let's go up again. I have to have a tissue ready now.
Oh, to think he built all this alone.
Yeah, you said that, Aloy.
So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore.
And there we are.
Hi, Rost. I'll just take this off. Don't want him listening in. Rost, I can't believe it's taken me so long to visit you. When you said goodbye, I told you I'd find you. Track you down. Well, looks like you did it after all. Went somewhere I can't follow. I should have known you'd be watching. At the proving. Looking out for me. There for me when no one else was. Like always. One last time. So, I went inside the mountain. Do you remember the night before the proving? The final lesson you taught me? You said I needed to serve a purpose bigger than myself. Well, it couldn't get much bigger. It's the same purpose that drove Elizabeth and Gaia when they were willing to die for. So yeah, I'll do it. Give myself to that for Elizabeth and Gaia. And for you. I've got what I need to destroy Hades. The Master Override. Now all I have to do is drive it into Hades' skull, so no problem there. The final battle will be fought at Meridian. Hades will come for the Spire, and I'll be ready. I found out how Elizabeth died. She sacrificed herself. As you might expect. Said something about going home. I wonder where that was for her. If I ever find out, I'd like to go there. See it myself. Assuming I actually survived the battle at Meridian, of course. Which, let's face it, is... well... who knows? Well, I'll try to come back if I can, but... I guess this might be it. Thank you, Rost. Thank you for everything.
Yeah. So, talk to him, finally. And I mean, you can come here earlier, obviously. But then she will only tell him part of the story. So it's a good idea to do this at the end. Or almost at the end. because there isn't much else to do, apart, of course, from practicing a little for the final battle, because we still have to do the hunting grounds. So, I have no excuse any longer, I think, to do that. But there's also an errand still open, which we also have to do. So, yeah. Let's see. So, one of the hunting grounds next time, or the errand first. Not quite sure yet. One of either these two choices. Right, for this time, I accomplished everything I had on my list, actually. So, even with a slight change of plan, going to our initial cavern first, or cave, or ruin, or whatnot. So yeah, Aloy is getting restless. So thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.